Evening, everyone. It's Thursday. It's about 10 minutes to 8 o'clock. Starting a little bit earlier. Wife's upstairs doing story time with my kid. Figured to kind of get set up, get organized. Let's play some Tunic. Today is going to be more of a looking for things. I did some research on a few certain things as well. Last time we played, I guess it was on Sunday, and no, it wasn't Monday. Was it Monday? Sunday or Monday? Anyways, I spent a lot of time on Sunday. It was an 8-hour and 50-minute stream, looking around for a lot of different things, finding, I had some help from Lacemy. Gave me a little bit of help with one of the puzzles, which kind of helped me figure out some of the other things. And I was starting to get a bit frustrated on the silver chests, on where to find them. And so I kind of just decided that, I'm far into this enough as it is, and I'm sure there's some reason why I'm not finding them. And so I started looking up where some of these chests are. And the findings I found were pretty ridiculous on where to find some of these. I don't remember where they were all located. I'd have to look it up again. I don't have all the combinations or anything, but it gave me kind of some kind of an idea of where to look. Again, this is Sunday night or Monday that I had looked it up, so I'd have to refresh my memory. But there's a couple things that I do want to check. I want to go find some of these silver chests. That's kind of the goal today. I had made a note on some of the things that we want to find. So silver chests. Something about, gotta find out something about sharing the wisdom. I don't know if there's a way to open gates. So I want to find out if that's a thing. Like are there other upgrades that we can get to better ourselves? We need 3 coins. And the remainder of these tiles, and what do they do? And then whether or not we need to fight the air. So there is also, I was at work today. I was watching someone from Belgium actually was streaming Tunic. They were not as far into the game as I am, but I guess one of their chat members was getting them to try something. And I thought, okay, well, what is it that they're trying to do here? And I thought, you know, again, some of these little things that it would probably be difficult for me to figure out. So I looked it up, and they didn't have a specific page, and that's why it wasn't working for them. So that's another thing that I'd like to try today. So we'll see what we can get done. We'll just kind of roam around and try to find some stuff and see what we do. If you're here and enjoying the stream, I appreciate you being here, even if you're lurking. The first thing I would like to try, I do want to head over to, I forget what the area is called, but there's an access there to the library. So there's some stuff over there that I want to like for. However, because it's, I guess it's nighttime, can't go there right now, so we gotta go back to the house. The Belgian that I was watching this morning, they had gone through the whole process of finding all the gems or whatever, and then they got to the point where they went to fight the air and died, and they're trying to figure out what to do at this point. So it was kind of nice to see someone have kind of a similar reaction that I did, and you know, thinking like, oh, I did all this progress, like what happens now? They had played quite a bit, and then just kind of said, okay, well, I guess that'll be it for today. But like I said, it was kind of interesting. It was nice to see someone have like a similar thought, I guess, or reaction that I did. What? I do. Hold it long enough? I think it's this pad. Yep. Okay. Just save here really quick, so we don't have to come all the way back. Seems like it takes a long time to save. Oops. We're gonna change that right away so I don't use that up. I don't know what it's using. Alright, so, I mean, you know that I've been over here. That's not what I wanted. So when I was on this side... Is that hurting me? This is also not where I would be. Ouch, that really hurt. So it was over here. So I didn't realize that you could go here. So that's a fairly easy spot to go for a silver chest, but you need a way to get there, and I didn't realize that you can cross this. I don't remember if I could. That's not what I wanted. Oh, right, there's that chest there. Okay. It's me. I never really got the opportunity to come over here because they had brought me up. I think there's anything on this side. Wait a minute. No, it's nothing. Oh, okay. Not realize that that was there. That's a nice way of getting over here. You all right? About. Sure it's fine. Something finding around here. Alright, so anyways, let's head back down here. It's funny how they add the hooks so that you can easily get around. Right here. So I want to go in here, see if there's anything new I can find. Because I haven't been back here in the daytime. What does this show you? Just shows the thing. See, because there's like the flowers are there again. Something like connecting this. I'm not seeing any other flowers. I thought you said you didn't want that. Oh. Can I go? Oh. No. Can't go there. I was kind of suggesting that, like, this will be just, there's certain things that I want to look for and try to find. What? It's the same thing as last time. Yeah. Apparently this is a thing. Oh. Well, if I can fight it. not. Okay. Now it's falling. So it's not attacking. Well, okay. Yeah, I don't know. There was something that I was watching that this thing was moving and I didn't know what it was for. Into the what? What's cut up? Yeah, I have no idea. It's not hurting, so. Okay, well. Might not be anything else here. I just wanted to be sure. Like, why did they have, like, this stuff here? Makes me think, like, there's some kind of secret here. Okay. Moving on. It's just like, what would be the point of having stuff in certain areas? It's like, it's kind of curious. There's like all these markings on the board. Like this thing. Yeah. These things over here. What did you go pick up earlier, by the way? That was a sneeze. Do you remember now, or did you not have one? Alright, so here, watch this. Wait. Get there. Is it here? Hey, wait. I watched that video. It was on Sunday. There's a chest over here. You can actually see it right there in the bottom corner. Bottom left. That's what I thought. Oh, thought they just walked What? Not allowed to right now? Okay, wait. This doesn't make sense. What? It's the chest. How do I get there? Okay, that's weird because I saw in one of the videos that I watched, they went here and then were able to like walk off of this. It's not letting me. That's why I was like, how was I ever gonna find out that that's a chest right behind, right below where my meters are? That's a chest right there. Well, you can't get there when, like, because this is blocked off. So, I mean... like, I have to go back and look at it, but it's like... Here's another example. I'll come back. So this thing, there's a combination here, but I don't know. I don't remember what it is. I don't remember where we start. Down, left, right, up. Down, left, right, up. It's more than just 4 things. Okay, what is it? No. I don't know what you're looking at to figure this out. How did you come to that? So far it has nothing to do with heights. Let's see, like, you got flowers. It's like, again, you're looking at this and you're thinking, okay, this is just a teleporting pad, but there's a chest here too. How was I supposed to know that? Correct. But I'm not seeing, like, I don't remember what the combination is. But I don't see it. Sometimes it's like manual too. Right down, right up. Right down, right up, right down. Whatever. I don't remember. But I just remember looking at this video and I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous where some of these chests are. All 12 secret treasure locations. This is an ad. What? Seriously, 2 non-skippable ads. So it says, yeah, page 11. That's what I was looking at. Page 11. What am I looking at on page 11? That's... Did you just look it up? Yeah, it says to look at page 11 to try to figure it out. What dots? Oh. So... I didn't even see that, so yeah, right down, left up, it would be left, down, right, down, just 2 downs. Yeah, but you're connecting to the top one and then you're going down, down. Oops. So, like, you're supposed to look at page 11 to figure this out, but it's like, how was I gonna know to look at those dots? Yeah, you are. Okay. Dump it out. All right. We did the windmill. Like, how was I supposed to know that this is... Okay, next one. What? I guess. Okay, if you look here, do you see anything? Okay, we'll just hold up. So there's something in this spot. It's up, left, down, left. No, it probably like stops and it starts over. So up. That looks stopped to me. Up. Up. Left. What? I have no. Up, down, right, up, down, left, up, down, left, right, down, left, right, up. Like, what the heck am I looking at? Whatever. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna sit here trying to listen to the sound. $34. Bird at the bottom. I'm not hearing different sounds. I'm just hearing the same sound. Okay, did that one. So, like, look at this one. So, something that the Belgian guy was trying. I don't remember. We'll get down there. So this thing here. So you gotta, like, how am I gonna figure this out? So pause your game, go to options, go to audio, turn your master volume down to 0% and wait for 1 minute. Start a timer for 1 minute. How? How? How am I supposed to figure that out? How would I ever figure that out? And so that's what he was trying to do earlier, was trying to figure out something with, people were saying, with water. But that it didn't matter where you went in the water, like... Like, you really have to dissect the manual. Okay, that's 1 minute. What am I waiting for now? I've stood here for a minute. Nothing's happening, but something apparently is supposed to happen. No, he said go back to your game and wait for 60 seconds. But like, that's, you know, having to wait for 60 seconds? Yeah, this thing. So when you go to, there's a page somewhere. This, no. Here's the page. Wait, what? Oh, here. So there's this, 60 seconds, and then there's like a letter, right? Which is page 1. Which you need to do your huge puzzle that we did to get page 1, right? To get this letter. Why down first? How would I even figure that out? That doesn't make any sense. They're not like a whole bunch of just same symbols. So if it's down, that's not the symbol for south. No clue. Like I said, how would I even figure that out? Like, it's not even clear. Well, all the hints are in the manual, but what are you talking about? What were the pages that you said? Page 1 and 51. Page 51. Yeah, sorry, that doesn't make any sense to me. What is it? Just did that. Where am I supposed to stand? Oh. It's not doing anything. Now, see, this guy is telling me I gotta stand right on this specific spot here. Still not working. That's what I'm doing. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nothing. I don't understand why I do exactly what I'm supposed to do and it doesn't work. Telling me that I don't need page 1, but yet it's not. Even though I have page 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like, I just did that like 5 times and it didn't work. I have this one. Oh, come on. I don't need ads right now. That's the room. Oh, come on. Hidden path. Yeah. Yeah. Like, it doesn't tell me that. It doesn't tell me anything. Like, that tells me come here and then just like it tells me go on this spot here and then go here. But I'm still stuck. Jeez. Sure. I don't have to go check. Like, the hints are there, but it's like spend hours of your time trying to figure out how to solve the puzzle. It's not clear. Yeah, it's not clear. I need to go. Now, I don't need if I need all. I don't know if I need all of them or just certain ones. Oh, one more. Got it. Got that one just earlier. Yeah, I did that. Oh, right. Another one. It's just like, what a joke. Okay, we still daytime? That's another one. It was just like there was no way I was gonna be able to figure, or I would have figured that out. Wait till you see this one. Like, there's no way I would have known this. Like, never mind know this, like, find it. I didn't spend a ton of time in this area. That was the problem. This is locked. Oh, dude, you're really gonna just hang out there? Okay, what do you see below there? Yeah. How would you even know to do that? Here, gotta wake the big dude. Okay, so now that did they move it? Guy told me that there was 3, I think. Did I just make it stuck? Oh, get out of here. Kind of in the middle of something, man. I just wake. Oh, come, man. Seriously woke the big guy from that? Man. Now I'm gonna have a hard time getting it out of the water. Just because these guys are interrupting me. Two, 3, and it's like, okay, well, now what? Where's it? Yeah. Great. Heck. Hey, sing. No. Yeah, all 4. Yeah, it's right there. Out of the water! Come on. Like, I would have never known this. Can't you? Thank you. Why am I walking right through it? Here. How would I know to do that? How would I do that? Like, it's hidden behind the tombstone and... Like, really? And I'm supposed to know to put 4 things in there. Yeah, but where? Skull times 4. What does that tell you? Nothing. So that should be all of them. Okay, so while I'm walking here, what I'd like you to check is how many of these things should there... Am I missing one? Which one am I missing? Yep. Apparently opens that portal when you have half of them. But I don't know what to do. Yay, more puzzles. So like the cards or the tiles or whatever. Like how many... Assuming I need one more. Where is it? Yeah, it looks like a tile. Like one of the products. So I have 14 of 16, so I'm missing 2. What? You want me to hover over them? Okay, so now what? So what am I supposed to do with this area now? What? Oh. It's changing. I thought he added that in his video. I would never be able to do this. C axis. So what are you supposed to do? Like go up to certain ones? Like that doesn't tell me anything. Again, why are there all these symbols? Like you're supposed to be able to translate, or you're supposed to have to translate it? Right, but what I'm saying here is, what's the point of these glyphs? Why? And the fact that I'm pressing down, that it's changing them. Like, what is the point of that? Is it rotating them? Like, I don't understand what's going on. Yeah, they're rotating. This looks like rotate. What the? Okay, whatever, sure. I don't understand how. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do, so I'm just apparently just gonna take the information and do it. Like, that has the 12 things on the bottom. Just give it to me. I don't understand how anyone's supposed to figure this out. All of this? How is anyone gonna figure this out? Like, unbelievable. Stop. I don't understand why it takes me so many tries to do these things when I'm doing it exactly as it says. Leave and hey, Saw Squat. Thanks for the lurk. I'm trying to type all of this in. You can't even see it because of my... There. I'm trying to do all this on my D-pad. Stuff doesn't work for me. I don't get it. It did exactly what it is. And your phone keeps dimming. So I'm worrying about it not dimming. Guarantee you it's because I'm starting it and it's not finishing it, so it's not starting. These symbols don't disappear. It's like if I screw up, I gotta go back out, back in. What am I waiting for? Am I doing it again? Like, am I supposed to stand at a specific spot, or like... Shouldn't matter.
The solution is this backwards. Understand?
No. Right, so how do you figure that out?
So it says that, first of all, it's translate. I didn't think you could translate something.
Okay, but you said backwards.
Yeah, because it's saying starting from square up.
Yeah, so up is the first thing then.
It's also
So
you
down, right are the first two things. Down, right, down. Down, right, down, left.
down, left.
Yeah, that's not correct. If it's mirrored, then it should be down right. Excuse me?
Down? What is it?
Stop. Down right. It's left up is the last two. This is the correct key. Starting from up, so down. Down right. So they have it wrong. That's why I'm doing it wrong.
Two websites say
Yeah, well, they're wrong. Your drawing here is like so messy, so I don't know.
it. That's it here.
So it's not just reversing it, it's completely mirroring it too. I understand that that's what you're saying. Like, stop repeating yourself. I'm trying to understand it. So anything that is left and right is the same then, and it's up and down that is... No. Down, down, left, down, right. Yeah, it's just mirrored, but you're going backwards, and it's mirrored. So anything that is the left and right is the same. It's up and down that are swapped, because you're going in the reverse order and it's mirrored. Yeah. So if I was to switch all of these U's to D's and the D's to U's, then it would work. But I'll just go by this image here, because certain spots you like, I don't recognize your lines while I'm in the middle of it. You're gonna sleep soon? Thanks for the lurk. Okay, whatever. So confusing. Like, where does it tell you that you need to mirror this? The whole thing doesn't make any sense to me. Like, so you don't need to know the language. It makes you feel that you don't belong, but then you need to translate it. It's kind of, that's weird game design to me. This thing keeps... Okay. doing wrong? I don't understand. Read to me the path, and I'm going to write it down again, because for whatever reason, these things don't work for me. Go ahead.
Right. Down. 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 Up. Down. 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 Left. Left. Right. Left. Up. Down. Left. Up. Stretch.
So down, left, up, left.
Down. Left.
So down, left, up, left, down, left, up, left, down. You're sure?
There's it. Up. Down. Left. Down.
Okay. Up, down, left, right, A, B, press start. Start select. This is someone who really liked the Konami code and did like overdid it. Okay, I'm doing it right. Why is this not working? I did exactly what it, like I've done it several times. Like, why is this not working? There has to be a spot that I need to stand. It's so frustrating when you do it exactly what it's supposed to be several times and it doesn't work. Where am I supposed to stand? Well, this is garbage because I'm doing exactly what it's showing and it's not working. I don't understand. It's like I'm doing it too slow or too fast or something, and it needed like perfect timing. Like, it's so frustrating. Like the fact that I have to push these buttons several times for it to finally work doesn't make any sense to me. has to be a specific spot that you have to stand. Why? I don't care. I need to do this. What? Yeah, I don't care. I'm not figuring out stuff anymore. I need to get this so that I can go to the next step. I know, but it's not, let's not do this and go fight the air. No, it's, I need to do this so that I get the true ending. So how does the game even know that you're doing it then? I don't care about the external stuff. I care about the in-game stuff. And if this code is not going to work, then there's something that's not being done right. Like, I'm looking at multiple solutions, writing it down, doing the exact same thing multiple times, and it's not working. Like, these super long combinations don't make sense to me. You can try, but it's not going to work. Okay, pull up your little map thing because you're not going to be able to do this. You said that last time. Go ahead. Like, I've done this 5 times now and it's not working. Like, how slow or how fast do I have to be? These things frustrate. That beats me. I have no clue. Just give it to me. I'm gonna go back to the other room then and do it in there. Just did it too. Dumb puzzles. No, not in here either. I don't get it. All secret treasures hidden scattered all over the world. Each time you find a treasure, you can find it later in the hidden room. Where are the secrets? Got them all. Scroll. Once you've collected all 12 secret treasures, you can return to the treasure room where you'll find a glowing portal in the middle of the room. If you enter this portal, you'll be taken to the top of the isolated tower surrounded by 12 glowing lights. This is where you can tackle what is probably Tunic's last and absolutely craziest secret puzzle in the Glyph Tower. Doesn't give you the solution. Very nice. Tunic, Glyph, Tower. Glyph Tower can be accessed through the secret treasure room after you found at least 6 treasures. Around you will be 12 statues, and depending on how many secret treasures you've discovered so far, a light will be lit on each one. If you press any direction on the D-pad, different runes will appear. Pressing a different directional button on the D-pad will cause the symbols to shift around randomly. You can find the hint on page 54 of the instruction manual, but this will require you to translate the text in the box labeled 4 additional secrets. Translated. Text reads, find some rare golden statues. Reverse the glow to visit 12 strange beings. Unsing to them the greatest song, the song of the golden path as seen from within.
If you're confused by this, that's okay. That's what this guide is for. First 2 bullet points refer to finding all the 12 secret treasures in the game. Last bullet point, the as seen from within line means what you need to look at the path from the other side of the page. Or, in other words, mirrored. So if you have the path drawn on page 49 of the manual, flip the page horizontally so that all of the directions are now mirrored. Unsing to them the greatest song means we'll start the path from the inside, box 55, rather than the outside, page 12. The new code will be as follows. Once you've entered the new code, the runes will now spell out a new message. The message begins south of the tower's entrance. You can download an audio file. Thank you for playing. And while it seems like this would be the end of the puzzle, there's one more step to take if you're willing to go just a little further. Examining the audio file through a spectrogram in the 10 Hz to 500 Hz range reveal the following runes. Translated, the message reads, "We are the eyes of the far shore." This final message means is anyone's guess for now. Because if I don't do this, I want to know if I'm still having to do the fight. Because apparently if I do all this, I don't have to fight. That's the whole point here. Finishing the game without having to fight. That I've done everything that I need to do and I get a different ending. Because I'm doing so well fighting, that's a completely different ending, and it's supposed to be the lesser ending. So if it makes me have to fight, then I didn't do something right. So I don't have to fight. Meaning I don't have to do this puzzle. Or she's gonna attack me again. Oh. Maybe it wasn't her. There you go. So it's something to do with ending the cycle of
I was the heir to the heir. Like it was taking my rightful place, but it's breaking the seal, providing the information that I had collected. To break the cycle. Still don't understand why that combination of things was working. Of America was on there. The end. I never got to use that new item for anything. Copy, save, and carry most items into new game. I didn't get to find all the things that I wanted to find. Didn't fully upgrade. Didn't find all the tiles or cards or whatever. I have all my stuff. My upgrades are not gold though. But like why is everything not gold anymore? Where's my crown? I can't do the thing now. Right, can't zip. That way now. I never found out if I can open the gates. There's a chest there again. Oh, my magic is gone. No, it's back. Really? Here. It's closed. It's probably here. No. There's a shield there for some reason. I just feel like there's these little secrets that I never found. What?
Did I not pick up a key? What's that key for? Attack is like... seems... Never mind. Okay, can you... And they were saying like fourth key, like what was the fourth key? Was it the manual? Oh, what is that thing? Excuse me? Probably. I don't know what that other key was for. So it's like the plus. All still here. Oh. Yeah, I guess. Oh, this better work. Nothing. Makes sense. Exactly like I wrote. Exactly like you told me. So whether you told me something wrong or... I don't know. Sealed forever. I'm disappointed that my zip thing's gone. It's on the other side. Excuse me? So this guy just is there all the time now? Jeez. What the heck is that? Can't even hit him. Your mistake for coming up here. Later. You're satisfied? What? Just the armor. Or this one. Those things. I have 9 of them. Pretty much. I have a lot of money. So, oh, I still have this thing too. I never really got to use this. What is it using? Oh, it's using magic. Ah, that I can't like zip now. back. Wrong button. Can't go this way either. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, I can't remember. I remember which way to go now because I could just get through wherever I wanted. Gotta go down that way. I gotta come out of that area, which is where? All those things are back up. That thing's down again. So it's like you're redoing every little thing. I get out here. Does this take? Oh yeah, it takes me here. Okay, never mind. Get across here. What's that? It's a chest. Get over there again. Everything is just down. It's like forcing you to go a specific direction. I just wanted to go do one specific thing. Can't do that. This is closed up now. I guess it's a ladder. No. It's like an opening here or something. Oh, that kind of stinks. Okay, so we're gonna quit to the tile screen. I hope it didn't overwrite. Okay, so now you got file 1, file 2, and then this is like the thing. Okay, well, hang on a sec here. My file 1 is now the new file? There's a star on it? I have more money. Oh. What was I doing over here? Oh yeah, I was getting that last thing. Does that mean I still have it? I hope I still have it. What? Oh. Like on the tombstone.
Okay, I'm gonna save here. Oop. Save here. I want to know what they mean by fourth key. Like, is it just the manual, or is there an actual fourth key? Yep. Video. Okay. Why did you get the email if you put me in it? I put my info, I thought. So I need to go down here. Done help now? You're still all there. Okay, what else can we look for? Tunic. How to open gates. I want the mountain door. I said gate. See the gray doors. Like, why would there be? Found all the silver chests. Shared the wisdom. We don't know if we can open gates. We don't have to fight the air anymore. Upgrades. I mean, who knows? Hard locations. There's two that we're missing. Ability card locations, effects, and more. Oh, shut up. So which one do I not have? That 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Wait. Guess, yeah, I could just check in here to see how many there are. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. There's only 15. Lisa said there's 16. So I'm just missing one. Been nice if they would have put in the order the same as what's in the
manual, but of course not. Looks like I'm missing a bell. The muffling bell. Enemy detection, which is decreased. So the muffling bell. Oh, there are a total of 16 ability cards. Why is there only showing 15 on the manual? What? Okay, so we got the orange pearl ring. We got the tincture. That's the little wine glass. I got the scavenger mask. The cyan pearl ring is the one with the shield and the ring. The bracer is the one that I'm on. Dagger strap, one in the middle. Birded ash is the potion in the top right. Lucky cup is the heart on the left. Magic echo is the far right middle. Anklet is top left. Bell I'm missing. Fire sword, second in the middle. Perfume is the second from the top. On the top line. Louder echo is the second last on the second line. And the aura's gem is the one with the shield at the top. Fourth one at the top. Ability cards enhance the stats. Total 16 ability cards in the game, which we'll get to discover with the game's progression. Unknown sword card. Overworld, bottom right, after going through the locked door. Locked door. Unknown sword card. So we need the muffing bell card. Under Eastern Vault behind the waterfall. Under Eastern Vault behind the waterfall. So we need to go this way. Eastern Vault behind the water. The Eastern Vault is to the left. Is there a waterfall here somewhere? No! The water. Under Eastern Vault behind the waterfall. Ouch. Thank you for that. Hello? Am I getting stuck on something? Is the waterfall.
Waterfall. So scary, I can just walk right through you guys. A waterfall on this side some? Oops. Like under the waterfall, be right there probably. This is the shop, but let's check to see if there's anything shop here. Look at. Buy those 2 coins now. Now that I have tons of. Where the waterfall? How do you get? You get in this water? Understand. Up to 5 ability cards. You need to find for all 15 gold coins to the well. Nothing bell card. Tunic. How do we get every ability card? Tunic's muffling bell ability card. West of the first save point in the fortress of the Eastern Vault. West of the first save point. There's a ladder leading down into a dark area. Okay. I gotta go in. West of the first save point in the fortress of the Eastern Vault. Love how it's like I'm fighting someone and it will just randomly change, but then when I am fighting someone that I am not targeted on, it doesn't change the target. What? I disagree. I used my ability. So there's a waterfall here, or there's 2 waterfalls here. Down here.
How? I feel like this is not where I'm supposed to be. Ugh. West of the first save point. Yeah, this is the eastern vault. It's not lower. Waterfalls here. West of the first save point in the fortress of the eastern vault, there's a ladder leading down into a dark area. Players can follow the path behind the first set of boxes that leads west, then north. The path continues towards the larger room with a waterfall pouring into the below. Where is this waterfall? It's kind of a ladder that I need to find. Something hidden door here. It's just a shop. West of the first save point, fortress of the eastern vault. There's a ladder here somewhere. Excuse me? Where's the ladder? West of the first safe point. Can I get out of here, please? How did I get stuck? Unbelievable. Ladder in here. See one. Where's the ladder? What? I don't understand these instructions. West of the first save point in the fortress of the eastern vault. First save point. Is this is beneath the eastern vault? Nothing in here. There's nothing in here. This is the save point. So where's the ladder? I don't understand. Unless they're talking like in this room. There's literally only one save point. There's not multiple save points, so I don't know why it would say this is the interior of the Eastern Vault. I don't understand. One save point. You can't go west. Fortress. Fortress of the Eastern Vault. West of the first save point. It says fortress. So is it this? Is it out here? There's no save point. Oh. Does it have to be so complicated? Eastern Vault. Swamp. Quarry. Frog's Domain. Fortress of the Eastern Vault. West of the first save point. There's a waterfall. That's the waterfall I was trying to get in. There's a ladder leading into a dark area. Okay, so getting out of here. Oh, let me through. I was talking about this save point. It's not name things the way that differentiate them. Okay. West of the first save point in the fortress of the Eastern Vault, there's a ladder leading down into a dark area. Leading down into a dark area. Nothing here, so it's got to be talking about this. Has to be talking about this. Players can follow the path behind the first set of boxes that leads west, then north. Path continues towards a larger room with a waterfall. Two candles. What's this waterfall? Like, if it's this area here, it's these instructions are super confusing. Okay, there's a waterfall right here. It says I can walk right through it, but I'm not able to. Are you kidding me right now? What are you talking about? Can't go down that one. Okay, waterfall here. I can go in this one. Wow, that was such a vague explanation. I had to figure it out on my own. Never would have thought to come down here. Okay, where are we? That was not telling me, like, not explaining to me that I need to come back down. Why? Up there again. This way. Not that. Anything that I missed? I'm not seeing anything. That puts me back here. That thing is. Okay, so we're gonna go down here. Get out. Okay, so now there's this unknown card. Build card. Gem, louder echo, fume, fire sword, muffling bell, anklet, magic echo, lucky cup, for dash, dagger strap, bracer, sign peril ring, scavenger mask, orange peril ring, How to get... Okay, so where is the one that I was looking at before? There's one of these that is like 16th unknown sword card for world bottom right after going through the locked door. For world bottom right. Strikes set enemies on fire. Unknown sword card. Is that not this? Yeah, that's the unknown sword card. Telling me it sets things on fire? Yep, you're on fire now. Okay, so that's not the one that I'm missing. The weird thing is that it's showing me on the manual that there's 15. But yet this is telling me that there are 16 ability cards. Two, three, four, 6, 7, 8, 10, 13, 15, 16. Tincture card. No, it's on there too. The bone card. What's the bone card? There, it's the bone card that I don't have. Ruined Atoll, bomb the wall next to the rock with a flower located north of Env. So we gotta go to the ruined atoll. Oh. So I'm gonna turn this off. So it's odd to me how like it's supposed to be 16 cards that are shown in the manual, but there's an extra one. Just not gonna provide any of the information about it. Oh, just missed me. Okay, so we have to bomb a wall somewhere. Bomb the wall next to the rock with a flower located north of Envoy. Rock the flower. Where's the rock the flower? Not really sure what that's supposed to mean. That's not what I wanted. Oh, really? See anything bombable there? Nothing bombable here. Nothing here. Like, is there a difference in like what is north on this game? Like, is there like, oops. There's no mention of what is north. Bomb the wall next to the rock with a flower. Located north of Envoy. Where is Envoy? What? Rock with a flower. Oh, that's an Envoy. So it's north of here. Jeez. North of Envoy. I'm expecting like Envoy is like a place. Ah. Please. Hello? North of Envoy. Rock with a flower. Where is this rock with a flower? What? This? Okay. Sure. Okay, so we got all the cards. So what does the bone one do? Doubles invincibility window during dodge rolls. Doubles invincibility. Doubles invincibility. Really? This one would be good to have. And what's the bracer again? Something about reduces stamina cost when blocking. So my fifth one of choice would be the bell, because the bell reduces, where does it say that? Decreases detection range of all enemies, meaning that I can sneak up on some of the enemies without disrupting others. Wow. Like now I gotta find areas to bomb that are flowers or rocks with flowers on them. What? Disagree with that. Just save really quick. So we should have all the tiles. Cards. It's still got like a box here, so doesn't make any sense to me. Like that's suggesting that there's another one. Oh, is it? It's just to empty it out if I don't want to use anything. Which I don't know why you would do that, but okay. So the only thing we didn't figure out is where there might be other coins, and if there's a way to open gates. Upgrades is kind of whatever. Whether or not there's a fourth key. Shards. It looks like items. Can I please? So the error is just waiting here. Well, that's Tunic.
Well, the next thing that I want to do here so I'm gonna end that for now. Let me just pull up my stuff here. Just gonna go here really quick. So I'm gonna close Tunic. Pull up YouTube. So there was a video that I saved in my watch list. Best speedrun of 2012. It's a 27-minute video. It's a speedrun of Tunic in 20 minutes. I'm really curious to see this.
When the stakes
Skip ads. There's no ads in between.
If I asked you what game speedrun is your favorite from the last few months, what would be your reply? Would you say you've watched the unraveling of Elden Ring any percent and all of its arbitrary code execution glory? Would you boast
Try to
about
fast forward through this.
looks like on the surface? The experience this game offers is nothing short of incredible for the casual player. What about the speedrunner though? Running through hordes of enemies while constantly on the edge of death, stunlocking bosses and turning difficult fights into child's play, and most importantly,
being weird.
all of this and more comes together in a magnificent display of skill that allows players to beat
This is
the
a
game faster
cool
than it
3D
takes to make your
rendering of the
dinner.
game, though.
Today, I want to show you all the beauty of Tunic's speedrunning scene. So this is how speedrunners beat Tunic in just 20 minutes. Now that we know what game we're actually talking about, let's define the second most important topic of the video, the game's category. Any percent, true ending, and New Game Plus would all be great to go over, but only one of these can be beaten in 20 minutes. The true ending record clocks in just under 10 minutes slower than any percent, so we're counting that one out. And while the New Game Plus category is substantially faster, there's a little less substance than the any percent run. Now I'm sure you've heard the word any percent thrown around countless times, but what does that mean for Tunic?
Yeah. I mean, it just means
Complete the game
complete
as
the game.
quickly as possible through any means.
Exactly.
Sounds simple enough, right? As with any open world game,
Finish the game with
fastest way
any
through the
any
land may not
percent
be so obvious.
percentage completed.
So let's take a quick look at the game's route. The any percent speedrun has 4 major bosses. In the order they're defeated, they're the scavenger boss, the librarian, the siege machine, and finally the heir. The heir is also locked
you don't even have
behind
to
3
go to
keys
Westcard
that
it?
each boss protects. With these 3 keys, the player puts them into the slots at the sealed temple and triggers the final battle on the far
sense.
shore. Fairly simple, but the path to get there is perilous, with death lurking around every corner. So to navigate this, we'll unpack the run of one of the best speedrunners I know, a Whooper enthusiast who has taken top times in dozens of speed games. His 6-year tenure in the community has been an eventful one to say the least. TGH is a household name if you follow the modern speedrunning scene, and he recently set his sights on Tunic as a speedrun project. I'd say we have a pretty good framework for getting started, don't you think? We have the general boss path and the runner featured. All we need to know now is the how.
Yeah. So let's
These
see
are all of the
what's,
items and equipment required outside of the keys I mentioned earlier. We'll use these as a reference
So you
for
are getting the
TGH's
dagger.
progress during the run. Starting in the overworld, where every player's journey begins, TGH wants to reach the Frog's domain to obtain the most broken equipment in the game. Usually, getting to this point would require a sword and several other important parts of the inventory.
I love these
However,
3D renders.
That's slow, and we already have the ability to access the teleporter that brings us to the far shore. Using one of our pieces of equipment dubbed the Holy Cross, TGH obtains a regular bomb and a fire bomb, allowing him to do some gardening and open the path to the first teleporter. Right before that though, TGH gets a chest with 2 bombs that are just hidden from view. The firebomb ends up being used right after opening
Okay,
the
like that's
chest to
cool.
defeat
You
an enemy
don't even have a
and
sword yet.
train
You're
some more
using
hedges
bombs to
avoid
get through to
aggroing
places
others
that
in front of
you
the teleporter.
couldn't
Going
before.
through the teleporter a couple times, It's here where we reach the ruined atoll for the first time.
Gotcha.
The ruined atoll has a few objectives
So
that need
cool.
completed in the run, but for now the main focus will be getting to the frog's domain. After taking some time to chill at the shrine, TGH makes his way to the next area and dives into the cave filled with
So
amphibians.
you're getting in
Now,
here
normally to get our
in
broken
a minute and
equipment we're
40
here
seconds.
for, we need to trek through several rooms to reach the altar where our coveted magic orb lies. But luckily we have this little guy right here. If you throw a well-placed bomb down into the altar room, you can get the attention of the enemies. Even better, if you're in the right position, our frog friend will do this. So with a little bit of ingenuity, we now have the game's
Nice.
equivalent of a grappling hook, which allows the character to move quickly through areas using conspicuously
That's
placed
so
points that can be grabbed with the
broken.
magic orb. However, there is a slight problem we immediately face. TGH is stuck in the altar room, and escaping seems impossible. Death also looks to be inevitable as he runs through the enemies one more time. Like any good speedrunner though, he has a plan, one that'll make the rest of the frog's domain look like a joke. So let's see what he does.
Wait, death abuse?
There's a couple of things that happen here, so let's first look at the obvious.
Why an ad? Come on.
Your own place?
TGH didn't just take the shrine for a quick break, it served the purpose of being an anchor point for when the main character is defeated. Kinda like the bonfires in Dark Souls and many Souls-like games. Simple enough, but what about the other sequence right before coming back to the ruined atoll? The first death in Tunic is always greeted with the trip to the far shore to meet the heir for the first time, and then a revival to introduce how dying works in the game. Normally, this sequence can't be skipped, but TGH had a secret weapon already equipped. The last of the two bombs he attained earlier are used to abuse the game's death mechanics. So when he uses the bomb to do just that, he warps back to the shrine and ruined atoll. This mechanic will be used a lot throughout the short run, so be sure to get comfortable with it. Now
Okay.
that TGH has the magic orb, a lot more of the world opens up to him, and he can quickly travel through most areas.
That's
However,
crazy.
The magic orb is just one piece of the puzzle, which is why he detours to the West Garden for his next pieces of equipment on our list.
The dagger.
Back in the overworld, TGH opens a chest containing an item called an effigy. In a casual setting, this can be broken, and some of the game's currency will be granted to the player. In the event of speedrunning though, this curious little container has more of an interesting use. After activating one of the stationary turrets, TGH moves down the stairs to line up a grab in a specific way. In the middle of pulling himself to the turret, he uses the effigy at a specific point to interrupt the pull. This results in TGH falling
Oh,
to the
wow.
path below, saving a bunch of time over going through the dark tomb and
Oh
taking
yeah,
a long
wow.
way around.
Okay. That's really big. And then he's probably
Going
gonna
into
get
the
the
West Garden,
sword right here.
TGH uses the Holy Cross to grab the sword from the sealed room and moves through the area to get some more important items. One of the gators that chases him through the water gets a pleasant surprise when TGH hits him with the magic orb at a specific spot. When grappling an enemy with the orb and pulling it towards you, if there's no floor below the enemy, they'll just fall until they hit
Yep.
a lower level or one of the game's many kill planes in the unplayable area. While we're on the topic of the orb, it's important to note that while using the orb on set anchors doesn't deplete the magic meter, using it on enemies does. So runners need to keep this in mind for magic management during the run. Getting back on track, letting the gator fall to his untimely death lets TGH get through the area safely, and he can use the Holy Cross to obtain an item called an Ice Bomb. This is important
cool.
because there's a chest on one of the upper pathways that's out of reach from directly below, but with abusing some mechanics, that'll instantly change. When enemies are turned to ice, not only are they frozen in place and are unable to act, but the way they're interacted with changes as well. Combine this with the magic orb, and you get a very interesting outcome. Using the Ice Bomb, TGH can freeze the enemy above him and simply grapple to the top, saving a substantial amount of time.
Wow.
He then grabs the 4 bombs in the chest, a very important acquisition needed for the next couple of sections, and heads for the cave at the far end of the garden. In this cave lies the second part of the run's puzzle, the magic dagger. This lovely little weapon lets the player turn enemies into ice via a slow stabbing motion. While this doesn't seem effective by itself, we have a couple more stops to make before all the pieces come together. Before grabbing the magic dagger, TGH threw a well-timed bomb to take another death and warp back to the shrine in the ruined atoll. After a quick run through the overworld, TGH ends up at the dark tomb that was skipped earlier. While running through these couple of rooms, I want to point out the damage he's taking here.
Trying
It's
to
not the first
get
time
through
this
this
has
in the
happened,
dark.
with him taking some during the West Garden section, but this damage is intentional and it serves a couple of purposes. First of all, it ensures that the bombs will cause death when ran into, allowing for easy death warp setups when required. Second of all, it's used for the card buff that's collected here called the Orange Peril Ring. When at critical health, the buff increases the player's attack considerably. This is one of the things that makes Tunic speedrunning at the top level so exciting. It requires playing on the absolute razor's edge. The skill
Wow.
required to make it through these upcoming sections, let alone finish a run, shows how much focus and practice that's needed from not just TGH,
No
but any
kidding.
runner
Like,
wanting to take
yeah,
on
you
Tunic's
don't wanna
80%
be-
category.
I'm gonna be
After
doing a
getting the
wrong
Orange
and
Peril
dying.
Ring, we see the first instance of using the quit to title screen function to warp back to the beginning of some of the dungeons and rooms. This particular one sends TGH back to the beginning of the Dark Tomb and sets him up for getting the last piece of what's needed to break the game. TGH climbs up these ladders and grapples his way up to the Fire Rod, the last major equipment he
nice.
gets in the game. After 6.5 minutes of his run, he can finally make his way towards the first boss. The path to the next area is immediately blocked by an impassable steel gate, but TGH finds a way around this with one of the game's special equipment combos. If you use the magic dagger and the fire rod on the same frame, the fire shot turns into an ice shot that freezes an enemy. It not only has much more range than the magic dagger by itself, but it also uses much less magic, allowing it to be fired multiple times. TGH uses this in combination with the magic orb to pull an enemy through the gate, freeze it, and pulls himself to the below point where the enemy is at. Doing this gives TGH a one-way
Nice.
ticket to the quarry, which is normally a late
That's
game
really
area.
cool.
When the stakes are high at work, your tone matters. Grammarly's
Forgot about
advanced
the ads. Oops.
By itself, but it also
Aw,
uses
come
much
on.
less magic, allowing it Doing this gives TGH a one-way ticket to the quarry, which is normally a late game area.
Hey, Bacon. Watching a speedrun of this. I finished the game today. An explanation of the speedrun.
So you get to see the magic weapon Eye Shot in action once again. Normally, getting to the bottom of the quarry requires taking on scavenger enemies and slowly working through the convoluted section. To make this easier and much faster, he goes right past the shrine located near the wooden bridge to a specific spot, grabs a scavenger and freezes it during its fall to the bottom, and re-grapples the frozen enemy to fall right into the miasma. While it's not encountered a lot in the run, the miasma is nothing to mess with.
That's
Drain the player's max and
insane.
current health to a minimum point. Luckily, after entering the building, the quit to title and reload mechanic can put the player's health back to normal. After a minute-long section that feels like an eternity, it's finally time to enter one of the coolest areas of the
Interesting.
game. The ziggurat is filled with many dangerous enemies that can quickly end a run, but the main danger comes in the form of a mini-boss fight with a robot called the Administrator. This is where the 3 bombs that were left over come into play. If timed right, the 3 bombs will hit and stagger the boss, and with 3 sword swings, the first phase of the fight can be finished rather quickly. As for the second phase, a simple stun lock combo with the ice shot and buff sword attack does the trick. For the next part, there are a couple things we need to take
Nice.
a look at. After getting to the bottom of the tower, TGH grabs the lure. This is basically a decoy that draws enemy attacks, which will
Why are
be
you
useful
quitting?
for later on. If we look at the opposite side of the room, there's a hole at the bottom that leads deeper into the facility. Normally, going through this area requires taking a ladder and an elevator down a few rooms, basically making it an auto-scroller. Throughout speedrunning history, the bane of any great speed game is an unskippable section or cutscene that slows it down. Unless it's Star Fox 64 and then you just deal with the entire game being an auto-scroller. So with any game that has this mechanic, the only way to handle it in a speedrun is to just skip it. TGH uses a couple of return to title resets to align the camera outside the lure room. This allows for a setup that aligns the main character with a specific corner at the edge of the walkway. If you get into position and swing your sword, Instead of using normal movement, the character can reach a precise point where he simply falls off the platform. This transitions the player to the room located directly below,
Oh, wow.
dropping right next to the shrine at the
How
beginning
do you
of the
find
lower
these,
ziggurat
like,
area.
skips?
This area is fairly simple. TGH grabs the chest of 5 regular bombs and a chest of 3 blueberries. He then dodges the enemies coming after him and fights the 2 administrators at the end of the area. Fortunately for him, the only thing needed to progress out of the area is the activation of the pillar in the middle of the tiny arena. So TGH freezes both administrators and goes on his merry way to the hidden vault, confronting the first true boss fight of the run. The boss Scavenger has a ton of dangerous weapons at her arsenal, including several area of effect and long-range attacks that make this fight particularly difficult. Well, at least in the
that's what
normal
I thought.
sense. Instead of running up to the boss, you can use a fire rod shot to hit the boss Scavenger from afar and start the fight early. The bridge will close regardless if you're in the arena or not, so this means that the boss can't hit you with any attacks if positioned correctly. This is only part of the fight though, because runners have the most broken pieces of equipment in the game at this point in the run. At first glance, the boss Scavenger looks to be immune to the grappling effect of the orb, but there is a short window where it can actually be used. If you freeze the boss and let it break free, there's a small window where its shield isn't up, and the boss can be pulled with the magic orb. If in the right position, the boss can be pulled to the walkway that moved down to the start of the battle. This doesn't seem like anything too special, but another mechanic comes into play once again. The game's kill zones are everywhere outside of reach, and there was one where the boss Scavenger fell down to. There's some randomness as to how fast this boss dies, but overall this saves a ton of time over doing the fight normally. Now that the first key is out of the way, the challenge of toppling the next two bosses for theirs comes much quicker than before. Using another bomb, TGH death warps out of the hidden vault and back to the shrine at the ruined atoll. This death warp saves time over having to activate a pillar and using the teleporter to exit the hidden vault. Quick side note here, I just want to say that it's really interesting how almost the entire run uses a single shrine for warping, and it goes to show that any unintended death can end a run in an instant. This route requires everything to go well, with any deviance punishing the runner with a reset, and a quote from TGH conveys this concept pretty accurately. It's actually kind of scary how quickly the route for this game became as volatile as it is. Right now, it's a game where a huge amount of the challenge in the run is just managing to finish it. Pretty quickly, I was at a point where I knew that if I finished a run, it'd be near the top, but that actually took a while. In many attempts, this makes for a frustrating experience, with even the smallest mistakes sending a run to the Shadow Realm. However, when it all comes together, it creates something magical. Back to
ads!
On December 22nd, the biggest movie of the year takes off from
to the ruined atoll. There are 4 pillars that the player needs to interact with in order to progress. These pillars are located at each of the map's corners, so reaching each one would be slow, right? In Tunic speedrunning, the only barrier to the player's speed, besides a general movement speed cap and some slight RNG, is the player themselves. From executing the frame-perfect ice shots, to timing stun locks on all sorts of enemies. How well the run would go would be mostly up to the skill of the runner, and while I could sing the praises of TGH in his performance of what's about to happen next, it wouldn't mean anything without the support of the community behind the game. Without the hours of diving into the game's route and systematically picking apart every possible scenario, no top runner would be where they're at today. So keep that in mind while we watch TGH soar through this beautiful island.
Amazing. You know, that one mechanic just opens the door for so many things.
With all the pillars activated, he does another return to title and teleports to the floating library in the sky. While stunning to look at, this beautiful work of art hides a terrible foe. One so terrible that TGH needs to think outside the box to defeat this enemy quickly. The fight with the librarian is one that requires focus and perseverance. Being one of the most difficult in the game, flying out of range for physical attacks, summoning enemies to assist them in battle,
most difficult
and
in the
sending
game?
unrelenting shockwaves at the player make for a massive challenge. So
Probably
let's see how
disagree with
exactly
that.
TGH takes
I
on
felt
this
that
fight.
was a fairly easy fight. Oh!
way.
Let's break down what's going on here, because I sure as hell don't remember the fight going this way. I specifically remember dying a lot more than TGH did. After starting a boss fight in Tunic, usually the path you use to enter gets sealed off and you no longer have access to leave the area. However, there's a small area where you don't get the librarian's attention after climbing to the top. This is where our handy lure comes in that we picked up earlier. So the player can use the lure, climb back down the ladder, and send the lure to activate the boss fight. But this is only half of the trick. After a specific point of the boss fight being triggered, our friendly kill plane becomes active below the battlefield. Luckily for us, the kill plane doesn't extend all the way down, so if the runner can go down the ladder fast enough, the kill plane can be avoided. While all this is happening, the librarian gets ready to perform an attack that brings him very low around the arena. And like the boss scavenger who was defeated so easily, the librarian suffers the same fate when reaching the kill plane. While this looks easy enough, the window to make this work is fairly narrow, and the execution required with the lure is easier said than done. There's even an issue where the trick is only consistent when playing with a frame rate of 60 or 120 Hz. If playing outside of that range, and even sometimes within it, the lure can very easily fall off the arena, causing the quick kill to simply not work.
Oh
While the
no.
community doesn't know exactly what causes this issue, a continuous effort is being made to understand the ins and outs of this trick. Back to the top of the library, TGH grabs the green key and uses another explosive to death warp back to the ruined atoll. Instead of going straight back to the overworld by walking, TGH opts to use the teleporter near the shrine and warp back to the middle of the overworld. He takes the time to rest at the shrine outside the temple and begins his trek to the eastern vault. After getting beat up outside the vault, TGH makes his way through the entrance and into the main floor. Normally, this door is sealed and requires some work to activate the 2 pillars required to unlock it. However, with our trusty fire and ice rod, doors in this game become suggestions, and reality itself bends to the player's will. By blasting an enemy with a couple of fire rod shots and a single ice rod shot, the enemy gets pushed back, and TGH uses the magic orb to reach the edge of the door. When he makes contact with the enemy, an interesting thing happens. When the 2 characters occupy the same space, the playable character's model takes precedence over the enemy's position. This means that the enemy is pushed out of the way, even through some collision. In this case, the frozen enemy is pushed past the door, so TGH can simply use the magic orb once more to pull himself through the wall. He made this look easy, but it can be very easy to fail this trick if one is not careful. With this trick, TGH enters the Eastern Vault's interior in less than 30 seconds of entering the dungeon.
Okay,
From
so
there,
we're at 17 minutes
the last
now.
of the 3 Guardians of the Keys. This gargantuan of a beast is normally a major wake-up call to how difficult the game really is to those looking for their first key. But thanks to the power of the Orange Peril Ring and stun locking, this boss is reduced to a minor speed bump in the run as a whole. So let's see how fast he takes this thing down.
Ads! I just want to watch this. I don't want to watch ads.
Oh my god, that Whooper animated emo. I love that. No, I appreciate you checking me out in the recommended though. This boss gets loud.
As quickly as the fight starts, TGH defeats this robot master in a matter of seconds. After unlocking the container the red key is held in and doing a return to title reset to skip a cutscene, he grabs the red key and does another death warp to bring himself back to the overworld. With all 3 keys in hand, the goal here is clear. All he needs to do is enter the sealed temple and finish the game. In a normal playthrough, accessing the temple requires the ringing of 2 bells, one to the east and one to the west. No, you don't have to go through Blighttown for any of these, but they do take some time to reach. However, since doors don't truly exist, we can kite an enemy to the temple door and do some magic to pull ourselves through. The magic isn't done yet, because the keys still need to be placed in the temple, and TGH has just the thing to make this go fast. On each key placement, if timed correctly, he can return to the title in order to skip a cutscene and move on to the next key. He gets this first try for the first 2, and the last one requires a death warp since it's the fastest way to get back outside. The reset tricks require precise timing of returning to the title and then interacting with the key slot within about 2 frames of the menu confirmation, making this one of the hardest tricks in the game.
Windows are really
With
cool.
the keys in their slots and the way to the air open, TGH makes his way to the teleporter for one last confrontation in the far shore. When going to the final arena to fight the air, the player needs to interact with the boss to start the cutscene for the battle. This can be skipped with another well-timed return to title reset and button press within 2 frames to activate the cutscene. This allows for one final skip, saving a substantial amount of time over not performing it. The final battle with the air is a tense one, with the stunlock method being the only way to take this enemy down quickly. The only problem is even with this method, TGH doesn't have enough magic to keep it up for the entire battle. This is where the blueberries that were grabbed from Lower Ziggurat come into play. These blueberries restore the player's magic, but accessing them during the fight is another problem that TGH has to overcome. If you played any Souls games, you'll know that pausing really isn't an option in this genre. The world around you still moves while in the menus, leaving you prone to danger. In Tunic, pausing does put a stop to everything, but going into the item and equipment menu does not. This means that TGH has a limited time to equip the berry, use it outside of the menu, go back into the menu, and equip the sword, all before the air breaks free from being frozen. These windows are extremely tight, and one small input error can mean a dead run. Not only does he have to do this once, but it has to be done a total of 3 times in the fight.
What?
He also needs to do it in a way where the boss doesn't break free of the frozen state. This is attained by striking the foe twice, and then freezing the boss again, resetting the amount of time the air is frozen. TGH manages to not only use the blueberries in an absurdly fast manner, but also manages to use the ice shot combo to keep the air stunned for the entire fight. In case you forgot, the shot requires a frame perfect double press of both the knife and rod, so even if the player is careful, frame perfect does tend to introduce some rough mechanics to deal with. With the final blow to the air, TGH closes the run out with a 20:59.7, just barely breaking the next minute barrier that didn't appear to be in reach just a week or so before the run was performed. As of the writing of the script, this is the fastest time on the 90% leaderboard, but several other runners are not too far behind in their progress. The game is still extremely early in its lifespan, with it only being 2 months old as of a few days after this writing. This means that while the run seems to be extremely fast, another major discovery to drive the game's times down even further could
6
be on
months
the
ago.
horizon.
So I don't know if the time has been lowered.
While this title had the unfortunate timing of releasing alongside one of the greatest Soulsborne games to hit the market to date, this adventure stands up so well among the giants that it contends with. While it may not have absurd glitches or a massive following, the Tunic speedrun leaves me at the edge of my seat every time I lay eyes on someone performing an attempt. It's a roller coaster of emotion that demands sheer perfection from the player, and sometimes that isn't even enough to conquer this beast of a run.
That's a crazy
It's not
speedrun.
just the runs though that draw me in, but the willingness of the community to collaborate on not only optimizing the game, but also helping veteran speedrunners and newcomers alike take on the massive challenge that this adventure presents. So now that we're at the end, let me present a follow-up to the question I asked at the beginning of our journey. If I asked you now what your favorite speedrun of 2022 was, what would be your reply? Stay hydrated, folks, and thanks for watching.
Yeah, that's cool. That was a cool speedrun. Alright. So looking back at Tunic. So if you're just joining and you're wondering, we did not have to fight the air. We had to we had 2 options to either fight the air or find all the information of the manual, etc., to unlock a different ending, the true ending, and basically share the knowledge that we found with the air, breaking the cycle. We now have our file 2 is the file that we were playing this whole time. File 3 is just a gimmick file that's part of some kind of combination within the game to open the big door in the mountain. And our new file, file 1, is like a plus of
the game if we want to continue to play. And you know, we still got most of our items and our upgrades. Yeah, the game basically just starts over. I might tinker with it a little bit off stream. I had a lot of fun playing it outside of the extremely difficult and annoying puzzles. So I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me tonight. It's 11 o'clock my time here. I gotta get to bed so I can get to work tomorrow. But let's have a quick look and see who is streaming at the moment. I could send you guys somewhere. We've got a few people that I have in mind. Send you guys over to Fred. Looks like he's playing Chrono Trigger. Set you guys up here. Actually, I could just do that here. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Oh, you're gonna make me sign in? Did it not work? What? Join today? Excuse me? So apparently I'm not logged in. So let me try that again. That should work. So there's your raid target. Your sub messages are popping up in chat right now as I speak. If you guys haven't done so yet, make sure you hit the follow button and check out my other social medias if you're into that sort of thing. I'd really appreciate that. But thanks for watching. Oh, did I just... Yeah, just canceled it. Yeah, I really had a lot of fun playing Tunic. Outside again of the puzzles and that. I thought it was a really good game. I had a lot of fun. The music is fantastic. The art is fantastic. So I had a lot of fun with it. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of our journey with Tunic. So I hope you enjoyed. I'm putting all this archived in a specific playlist in my YouTube channel. But that's gonna be it for me tonight. You guys have a good night. And we'll catch you maybe tomorrow for some Played Up if Ferrum is playing. Otherwise, probably Saturday for some Among Us. Have a good night.